Have you ever felt weighed down by something no one else can see? A heavy burden carried deep within, formed not by the outside world, but by your own inner judgments and regrets? This burden is the complex, often painful journey of forgiving yourself. A path many avoid, yet one of the most transformative experiences we can embark upon. Self-forgiveness is a concept that seems simple on the surface, but when you lean in close, you realize it is anything but. Forgiving others might be challenging, but forgiving yourself is often the hardest challenge of all. Why? Because it demands we confront not just the actions or mistakes we regret, but the very core of our identity, those parts of ourselves we hide, shame, or deny. In the quiet moments, when you are alone with your thoughts, do you hear that critical voice inside? The one that tells you you are not enough, that you don't deserve happiness, that your mistakes have branded you beyond redemption? That voice can be relentless, whispering doubts that grow louder over time, convincing you that forgiveness is synonymous with excusing your wrongs, that it means giving up accountability or forgetting the lessons learned. But true self-forgiveness is far from that. It is not a way to erase the past or ignore its consequences. Instead, it is a radical acceptance of your humanity, your flaws, your failures, your pain, alongside your capacity for growth, healing, and renewal. It's a courageous act of reclaiming your power from guilt and shame, which serve only to imprison your spirit. Consider for a moment the stories you tell yourself about your past. Maybe you hurt someone you love, perhaps through words or actions you regret. Maybe you betrayed your own principles or let yourself down in ways that feel unforgivable. These moments do not define you. They are chapters in your life story, but they are not the whole narrative. You are more than your worst mistakes. The journey of self-forgiveness begins with brutal honesty. It requires you to meet your truth without flinching, to open the door to your pain rather than barricading it. You must be willing to face the discomfort, the sorrow, and the regret without running away or burying these feelings deep within your soul. This honesty then opens the way for compassion, the extraordinary choice to treat yourself with kindness and understanding, just as you would a dear friend who stumbled. When someone you care about falls, you don't abandon them or criticize them endlessly. You offer love, patience, and support. Yet so often we deny ourselves this grace, holding ourselves to impossible standards of perfection. Patience is the third pillar of this journey. Forgiving yourself is not a switch to be flipped overnight. It is a process, sometimes winding and slow. There will be days when the old fears and self-criticisms rise up again, louder and more persistent than before. But with every moment you meet yourself with gentle kindness, those voices will diminish, and the space for healing will grow. Self-forgiveness does not mean excusing or ignoring what happened. It means freeing your soul from the chains of guilt, allowing you to move forward lighter and more whole. It is the gift you give yourself, a gift that ripples outward, touching your relationships, your work, and your very sense of peace. Pause now and ask yourself, what burdens are you carrying that only you can release? What stories about your worth and your past mistakes are keeping you stuck? Imagine what life could feel like if you replaced judgment with compassion, self-condemnation with understanding. Your past, no matter how painful, does not have to define your future. You have the power to rewrite your story starting today, and that rewrite begins with forgiving yourself. It is a revolutionary act of self-love that transforms your inner world and reshapes your external life. Remember, the path of self-forgiveness is not linear. It's a spiral, looping back, revisiting old wounds, yet rising higher each time. Be gentle with yourself. Celebrate every step forward, no matter how small. If this message touches your heart, I invite you to share your journey in the comments below. Your vulnerability might be the light that guides someone else out of their darkness. Like this video if it resonated, and subscribe to join a community committed to healing, growth, and authentic living. The hardest journeys bring the greatest transformations. Forgive yourself not just for what you've done, but for all the ways you have forgotten your own worth. Embrace your imperfections as the marks of your humanity. Step boldly into the freedom that awaits on the other side of self-forgiveness. You are worthy of peace, You are deserving of love, especially from yourself.